Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
We're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, Yahushai.
Double honors unto the elders at Great Millstone. Salutation unto the Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom unto the Aquats being obedient unto the husband and taking heed of his word. This is your brother Yasad from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Trinidad camp.
Yes, Brother Yakal.
Yes, Brother Yardan.
Yeah, and today we bring out our next edifying lesson, concerning we draw nearer unto the day of the Lord. So I will start off with this first precept here in the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10. And it say, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And we know the enemy unto us Israelites is these heathens, and one of our biggest enemy is the so-called white man, who also in rulership right now, because it say in Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And we see in what we own eyes that the so-called white man, he is in rulership right now. Yeah, and what we actually see how the great wrath being bring forth upon us Israelites by them bringing forth the COVID-19 vaccine, right? Which we know is something not of the Most High. And we urging people and showing them not to accept this vaccine. Yeah, because let me read back the scripture again. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Yeah, so we can expect betterment in the system, because years upon years we actually not seeing things getting better. Bring out this scripture in Psalms chapter 55 and verse 21.
Yeah, this is the Psalms chapter 55 and verse 21. Yeah, he said the words of his mouth was smoother than butter.
Yeah, because the saying that this vaccine here is a cure for the COVID-19 that would protect you from this virus. But we know this here is a plague from the Most High himself. And we're seeing 2nd Ezra, I believe is 16 and 6. Was saying that 16 and verse 14 was saying the plagues draw it nigh, who may turn it back or something.
Right.
So I might bring all that precept very quick.
Yeah, so all these plagues on the face of the earth, the Most High bringing all these plagues on the face of the earth. So who is Esau?
16 and 3.
And these two jigs on them to feel like them could stop it. They could stop from getting it. It come like you trying to run from the Most High. The Most High sharing plagues, but you trying to hide from it.
This is the book of Surah, 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. And we see in this COVID-19 pandemic, that right there is a plague, because it being distressful unto people, continuing the scripture there.
Yeah. I was talking about Psalm 55 and 21. It say the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Continuing his words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords.
Yeah, it said, but war was in his heart, and they were drawn swords, because little do we know that that within these vaccine, as watching those that had taken the vaccine, some of them even died, some of them received bell palsy, and that was bell palsy, right? Where the woman made a video. She was a nurse from New York.
Yeah, half she faced paralyzed.
Yeah, so that just to show you the wickedness being shown forth from these, from the elites them. Yeah, we have a precept they can bring out.
Yeah, bring out Revelation, Ecclesiastes 12:1.
Yeah. Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes,
The
Bible.
Bible. I will tell you. This is book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, and verse 1. It says, remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth.
Yeah, remember the Lord while they not really youth, but actually while they come in the truth in the young days. You understand? Like when you're young in the truth, remember now the Creator. Go ahead.
Yeah. While the evil days come not.
Yeah, it's a while the evil days come not, because we come in the truth here now and the evil days didn't come on us as yet, because when the evil days come, if you don't remember the Lord now, before the evil days come, you understand? We're going to be your portion, you wouldn't know what to do, you're going to be lost. You'll be like a headless chicken running about. You understand? You say, remember now the Creator in your youth. Remember him now while the evil days didn't come yet, while they didn't come with the vaccine as yet, while they didn't come with wars going on. You understand? The RFID microchip, all these things are about to come. You understand? So you have to remember the Lord before these things come. You understand? Read.
Yeah. Know the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Can't, because you would not have pleasure in these days anymore. Right now, we don't have no pleasure in these days already. You understand? Because we see that all we do is working, slaving. You understand? And we see that the time's coming upon this place where dread. Everybody right now is supposed to feel in the spirit that the time coming for this place going to crash. This place going to crash, Esau system going to crash, everything crashing before we eyes. You understand? Never once in our life we have to walk around with our mask on our face to go anywhere we want to go. And again, your restrictions and this and that. They try it, with the Ebola, they try it with the swine flu, they try it all kind of ways. But they see this coronavirus, where they catch people with, this pandemic, they catch you with it.
And also to add on it too, as we not being able to do the things that we was able to do before. We actually feel the lockdown. Before you could go and do something, enjoy yourself. Now you had to be locked up at home because our next lockdown is coming again. We seen it happening with our own eyes. Watch right now in Trinidad, they're locking off everything by 10 o'clock. And just now, it might be an earlier time. They're bringing out, right about now, it have 462,000 vaccines being ordered. And that is to vaccinate 33% of the population of Trinidad. So when they get everything passed and everything, accessible, then they'll look to, bring out that vaccine to vaccinate the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Go ahead now.
Yeah, continuing.
Yeah, read it.
Yeah, verse 2. It says, while the sun, or the light, or the moon, or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain.
That is plainly talking about the system and how what going to take place. The sky going to be, the prophecy where the moon and the sun going to be darkened. You understand? Them is real prophecies, because when wars start to take place and all this cloudy sky going to be full of chemical warfare as well too. So you wouldn't be able to see what really going on. You will be in a country, you can't go here, you can't go there. You understand? And then the Lord actually tell us that the moon, when the moon is red, that actually is a sign. The moon being red and the moon being dark and all them things is a sign. Eclipse and all them things is signs, because the moon was given for these times signs. You understand? But go read now.
Yeah, verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease.
Right. Yeah, you can explain if you want.
Nah, you
right, it say, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves. You understand? And that is talking about the Israelites, that's talking about the elect. You understand? They're going to actually have they're gonna actually be scourging us in the scenario and doing what they want to do.
Can.
You understand? We're not bowing to the system, innit? You understand? But who's the keepers of the house? You understand? The wicked Edomites.
Can.
They controlling this house right now. This is their house. You understand? They actually controlling this house right now. And when you go down into it, it say and the grinders cease, which is work, which is no. See who can get that? You know, in your pocket file. That's not. Let me get that right. Let me get that real quick. Right? Expound on that no work right now. Expound on no work.
Yeah, and it say, and the grinders cease because they are few.
So that time to come. That's like in Trinidad right now. Certain people in the plant, certain people working in the plant, they get laid off of their jobs. So that's when that time come, people are gonna be having no jobs. They're gonna say you gotta stay home because they're gonna make up some kind of reason like this simple coronavirus. See, look how much people was without jobs. People in America, how much thousands of people can't even pay their rent. How much thousands of people get put out of the house because why they can't even work. That's why they say the grinders cease. Yeah, and a lot of us for the COVID-19, a lot of people had to depend on the government for that 1,500 grant while they wasn't working and so forth. And right now, work still hard. Job right now more fire-end than high-end going on right now. You know, so that just to show you to the extent of how serious this thing is.
And that just to show you that we people, when we get offered a little bit of money, you understand, after they stop the grinding, right, according to the scripture, when they stop the grinding and we can't work and we can't do all the things and we can't pay, we children hungry, you understand, all them things is the evil days, you understand, we can't, all kind of things gonna come up on the earth, we're gonna come up on the earth, they're gonna be farming, they're gonna be cannibalism, a lot of things gonna come up on the earth, and can't be we control. So if you do Yahweh shine that time, as the scripture saying verse 1, remember now the Creator, because you have to remember the Lord. If you can't remember the Lord now, why before the evil days, and you're trying to remember the Lord in that time, the Lord gonna forsake you. But get the scripture that Amos, I'm going to get Amos. See, I will laugh at the calamity. Oh, no, like Proverbs 1 and 26.
You know how people like to say is a dog-eat dog world? That's not going to be a dog-eat human world. Because as the scripture say, all these beasts are the feet and all the fowls are the air and come and be eating people like first time. You know, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, and I will start at verse 24. It says, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. Yes, so that is when we be, because how the Lord does speak unto the people is through the prophets, you know, and we the prophets, the messengers are the Most High, you know, waking up the people and showing them the transgression and showing them to turn back unto the blessed heritage. But what were these people to do? Because it say we sent unto a stiff-necked people. Yeah, and by you not taking counsel of the Lord and not listening to the prophets, here always going to happen. It say the Lord, this here for the Lord himself speaking here. It say, I also will laugh at your calamity, I will mock when your fear cometh. Yeah, because the Lord even put it in your spirit as well for you to remember all the time that the Lord was trying to present this knowledge unto you.
Yeah, all the time that they pass the prophets in the street and you just pass them shit.
Yeah.
They didn't want to really hear, you understand? Because the Lord said, give them warning from me. So that's what we're doing it constantly. We constantly teaching, giving them warning from the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You understand?
As the brother Piscan they say, all them wicked Negro, but I can say Negro, them wicked Israelite women. When they come and the passing and the scoffing and the pelting, you kind of think, then they remember that time. It goes on to say, when your fear cometh as desolation, because in them timing, right, food will be scarce, a lot of plagues and diseases all over. People will be being murdered right in front of your eye, who getting captured, who getting raped, who getting taken for constitution it's
Concentration.
camps.
No, concentration
Right,
camps.
concentration, concentration camps. Let's see, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. I will not answer, because the Lord not going and answer you in them timing, because right now it come back just as it is as Noah was. You know, as Noah was preaching and trying to wake up people and tell them all, hey, this destruction coming. But what they do? They was eating and drinking and giving into marriage, and they wasn't, taking heed and Noah and listening onto the message and the word from the Most High himself. But what happened? All of them was destroyed in that flood. The ones that remain was just Noah, his wife, and he 3 sons and the 3 sons' wife, which were eight persons. It say, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Yeah, because the Lord gave you a long time period to come to him. And when you did what you want to do and you study after the world and thing and never accept Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you going and be in a position where you going and need him the most, and you wouldn't hear him, you wouldn't hear from him, because you not hearing from him is you not going and be seeing us out there on the highways and byways bidding you onto this marriage anymore.
And that going straight back to Matthew 25.
Can.
You understand? They didn't. The wise virgins rose up and trimmed the lamps, and the foolish virgins, they didn't trim the lamp. And that oil right now, it have a sea of oil, right? There's an ocean of oil right now, because the first it have oil, an ocean of oil right now. It have brothers all over the world preaching. They should flood in the internet with this, flood the streets with this. You understand? A lot of brothers preaching, right? And when the ocean dry up. Because Esau now, the Lord going to use Esau to create famine at the word where you can go out and preach, where you can do certain things, but the Lord is really the Lord. You understand? And that's when you go and see things happening and you go and know, well, hey, these men was talking about something, but now you wouldn't know what to do. Because why you would know what to do, you didn't take heed. You wanted to scoff, you wanted to be set in your ways. You understand?
That's how I do say they're going to be running around headless chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this year is the
Yeah, you see, you still on read verse 40.
Yeah, it was I don't think I did finish 3. I was at the from 3. It's
read 3, read 4.
Read 4. Yeah, and the doors shall be shut in the street when the sound of the grinding is low.
Right, the doors going to be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, right? Because it wouldn't make sense that nobody don't have no money, nobody can buy anything. What sense courts open? What makes sense all the shops open? You understand? All you open your shop for is somebody to come in and steal. You understand? Read.
Yeah, continue and say, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of the music shall be brought low.
Right. Read verse 5 there.
Yeah, verse 5. It says also, when they be afraid of that which is high, the fears shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth on his long home, on his long home, and the mourners go about the streets.
Because at the end of the day, a lot of people are going to be up and down walking the streets like madmen. Because why? They are no work, they are no job. The streets going to be full with men. You understand? Mainly Israelites, because we're going to feel it first. Esau going to be up in the bunkers, Esau going to be up in the palace until men ready to break into day 2. You understand? We're going to be out there, going to be wild. Out there, going to be wild, and the Lord making out there get wild easy. You understand? The Lord making out there get wild slowly but surely. You understand? The grinding going to cease. Nobody not going to have no work. Nobody not going to have no money. What going to be taking place? You didn't want to hear the Lord first thing to begin with. So the Lord, what the Lord do? The Lord put them snares on you. The Lord put them traps on you. You understand? You didn't want to hear from the Lord, the prophets of the Lord. You get one, no. You understand? That is why the scripture says so you wouldn't have no excuse. How you would have an excuse now? You get one, in. But it is predestinated for you to feel the eternal fire, for you to be cast into that fire and then be reborn into the kingdom. You understand? But as for the rest of the nations, you are to feel the wrath of the Most High. And that day going to be glorious. You understand? That day going to be glorious when you feel the wrath of the Most High. But a lot of dark days coming before them days come.
This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days. And woe means death and destruction, you know, because the days that are ahead going to be, it's not going to be no nice days. It's not going to be no mommy and daddy to deliver you out in them timing. It's not going to have nobody to deliver you. But the only person that could deliver we out here is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But we know that 2/3 of we people not going to accept the Lord. They just going to continuously be in their idolism and their wickedness. And what will happen? Judgment going to carry forth. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death. You know, the amount that they say that was killed by the COVID-19, that right there is just a spectacle unto the major death the Lord going and bring upon the face of the earth. That is just a spectacle. Let's say the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The power shall stand in fear. And these powers going back to the rulers, you know, which is the so-called white man and the elites them. Even they will be fearful at the times coming to pass. It said the beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Because a lot of people, they're going to be shocked. They're going to be they're going to be in so much fear. They'll actually pause for a moment and wonder what's going on. The dreadest horror movie, the dreadest war movie you ever have seen, you're going to be in that moment and in a much more worse situation. That's just to show you how bad the Lord had things set for this earth. And for the sinners, a matter of fact. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. You know, because this year is just the judgment of sinners. You know, all these famines and plagues that are being sent. You know, all these happenings are earthquakes. And so for the year past day, you know, Trinidad received a lot of earthquake. A lot of earthquake going on around the whole Rataza, which is the world or the earth. I'd say, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So that just to show you how corrupted, you know, the mind of we people is, and that to show you how the state of mind, the so-called white man, how we people in. Because everything is just vanity in their mind, you know, to look the best, to eat the best, to drink the best, you know, and to gain everything, but they're not doing what? They're not calling upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and returning back onto their power.
That's no scripture for you.
Bring out this scripture, yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 4. It says, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers.
Yeah, and that referring to 2/3 of we Israelite people. I'm sure a lot of them, first they are so hypocrites. Whole year they are going to church, right? Which is just them going on to to hear the so-called white man philosophies.
Can.
But I sure Christmas Eve night, the playing the biggest hypocrite in the world and going and play the going to church.
Can.
That is to show you how we people, we cannot mama guy God. We cannot mama guy how about Hashem or Shai. It's he sees everything, he knows everything, he even knows the thought of a man. He even knows the thoughts of all.
Can.
How we gonna mama guy him? No, you could surely hide from your mother or your father or persons, but you surely can't hide from your how about Hashem or Shai. Continue there.
You see children that are corrupters, they have forsaken Yahweh.
Yeah, and years upon years, generation upon generation, you know, the Lord keeps sending prophets unto his people, and what they do, they forsaken and being scoffers unto the prophets is them forsaking the Lord. Alright.
Yeah, see, they have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
Yeah, and them
Exactly.
provoking the Lord is by them committing sin and committing idolism. Like as they always do. Watch out now, a lot of people, we people into praying unto Caesar Borgia, which is aka Jesus Christ, praying unto Allah and Mother Lakshmi and all of those idols.
Can these things that do have no power.
Can.
You understand? That is a serious, that is spiritual fornication, because from the time we people take another God and put it before Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, is the day that went off badly. Because in that day, the Lord is a jealous power, so you make the Lord jealous and provoke the Lord now. Because at the end of the day, Israel is the Lord apple of the eye. You know? The Lord loves Israel. You know? And for the Lord to love you and bring you out of Egypt and bring you, like when they read through Judges, bring you out of captivity so many times. You understand? And you still doing as you please and still being in iniquity and still being in sin. You understand? The only thing for the Lord to do now is to kill you.
Can.
Get rid of you and bring you back through a loins of an elect man, which he knew you will be perfect in the kingdom of heaven. You understand? But you can't be perfect right now. Because flesh and blood can't inherit the kingdom of heaven, so you have to die.
Can.
You understand? Your body, or you could have been in the truth, and you could have been, you know, you could have changed. But bring a scripture for me. Bring Isaiah 65 and read from 12. Anybody? Baba Kusha.
65.
Yeah, Isaiah 65 and 12.
I'm going to try it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65 and verse 12. It says, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
Can. I don't really think about it now. The Lord is going to number you that not taking heed of this and to that our people to the sword and to slaughter. Read.
Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear.
Can, and the Lord didn't literally speak. The Lord didn't literally call you on your phone. The Lord used the men of the Lord and the prophets to come and speak to you. You understand? He used this. We are the mouth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You understand? And we say Yahweh Hashem Yahushai because we talking from Yahweh through Yahushai. We speaking. You understand?
Because Yahweh Shai is the mediator.
Can.
Go ahead. Continue.
Read.
Yeah. It say, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes.
And that evil is not what your carnal mind will think is evil. That evil is the simplest thing that you don't think is evil. Simple as eating duck. You understand? Simple as eating unclean. You defile your vessel. That is evil. You understand? You're celebrating Christmas. You're celebrating New Year's. That is evil before the eyes of the Lord. You understand? You're going to another God. That is evil. You have sex with a man or wife. That is evil. You understand? A lot of things is evil that you don't think is evil because the place gets so wicked that everything that's normal to Jakes. Every little thing normal. And even when I was in the world, you understand? I used to feel that type of way. You understand? But I yet said I was a wicked nigga because I was doing evil before the eyes of the Lord. You understand? So when you come into this knowledge, you cleanse yourself and you wake up. But they didn't hear. You understand? But continue reading.
It say, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
Can't the choose the things the Lord didn't like. The things that the Lord don't delight in. The Lord delights in when you come back. The Lord delights in when you're reading. The Lord delights when you keep the Sabbaths and you remember all the high holy days. Them is the things the Lord delights in. You understand?
Yeah, and to add to it, according to the scripture, we people take good for evil and evil for good. You know, so them good thing because they're not killing nobody, you know, and they're stealing, them is a good person. But at the end of the day, once you not keeping the Lord's statute and commandment, you are a wicked person.
Yeah, because the Lord, people say the Lord know your heart, but at the end of the day, your heart is deceiving above all things according to the Bible. Right? And then to the Lord know your heart, because your heart wicked as hell. You understand? Your heart is the wickedest thing. Yeah, is your mind. Because you thinking about the wickedness you're gonna do before you do it. Hey, I can do some curry duck right now and some stew pork. And then bam, you go and make your stew pork and you eat your stew pork and you defile the vessel.
Yeah, and I sure majority of we people the bake the ham.
Yeah, that was a pork festival, that was International Ham Day.
Yeah, if they eat that pork for that past pagan holiday, they feel good. They feel completed. So that just to show you the state of mind the so-called white man bring forth his ceremonies unto them. It said, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
Through famine, when the Lord put famine on the earth, you understand? His servants is going to eat. No matter what you think, the Lord not going to forsake his servants. He's not going to leave his servants to die. Remember, we need this body to live in this carnal, to exist in this carnal world. We need this body, so the Lord is going to make his servants eat. And how his servants are going to be eat, they don't want to be plentiful in a big way. You understand? But the little that it is, we're going to sustain us, he's going to make us live. You understand? Because you could just be passing, you understand? As I always say, you could just be passing, and I was set a wicked jakes now pass and didn't see anything. But you passing now, and you just see a bunch of ripe mangoes on the street. You pick this bunch of ripe mangoes now because when your eye was able to see it. That's the blessing from the Lord making you be able to eat. But these wicked jakes pass now and starving, they will eat the shit on the ground. You understand? And to begin with them eating the grass off the ground. First famine going to be taking place, it mightn't even have grass for them to eat. The rain mightn't even be falling, but a cloud might just pass over you with rain. You understand? Just so you could drink some water.
Yeah, and what is famine? Famine is the lack of food. So no food, nothing to eat, nothing to drink.
I read about it again.
It said, therefore, thus